Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely.
I'd like to start by asking you for a bit of a setup to the plot, please, of Man Up.
Man Up is about a mistaken blind date, and so a first date in many ways as well. But basically, you know, it's you're standing under the the clock at Waterloo, and you know, are you Jessica? And you decide whether or not to say yes or not, even though you're not Jessica.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you went to drama school in England?
I went to Rosebruford College of Speech and Drama. Rosebruford.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So, was this kind of on your list of things to do? Play a Brit, an actual English person in an English film?
Yeah, I mean, it's on my career bucket list to kind of play a fully realized British character. And I think, you know, that is largely because, you know, I did spend 4 years of my college, early formed years in this town. In Sidcup my first year, and then graduated to Deptford.
Glamorous.
So super glamorous. Love those areas. I have a real soft spot for SE10. Yeah, so I think that was definitely an exciting thing to take on. I'm also a dialect kind of collector, so that was something that I really wanted to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How distracting is it having Simon Pegg cry in front of you?
What do you mean?
He cries in front of you several times in this film.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I really am proud of in this movie is that while it is a comedy, that it is very sweet and very earnest. And in a way, I think that's almost more refreshing than, you know, being sort of snarky and being the anti-romantic comedy. It's very much the romantic comedy and leaning deeply into it and not apologetic for its genre. So, you know, if that means that the dude has to shed a couple tears here and there, then so be it.
Cool. I like to imagine that he had trouble crying, so you had to insult him at length before the camera started rolling.
That's what you'd like to imagine?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Have you been to therapy?
I'm a mean person.
No,
So
you're not. No, Simon's a great actor. You know, he's like, just because you do comedy a lot doesn't mean that you can't access real emotion. And I'm sort of, in general, a fan of comedians doing dramedy or playing dramatic beats. I mean, even in a world, I like to reverse it as well, where it's like you take comedians and you know, you challenge them to sort of rise to the occasion of finding real emotionality, and I'm into that.
Yeah. In a World did so well. I mean, you wrote it, you directed it, you starred in it, it got nominated from the East to the West Coast of America. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Has it affected the way you approach your career going forward, receiving that success in so many levels of film production?
Yeah, I mean, you know, In a World, my film definitely changed my life. You know, I was an actor before it, and then even though I had been writing for many years, I never was recognized as such. So, you know, it not only has offered opportunity, but just you know, it has validated a part of my creativity that allows me to move forward and go forth and create more. And it really, I think of it as my firstborn, even though now I sit here and I actually have had a child, and that is my real firstborn. But I always did refer to it as my first baby.
Great. Final question, kind of in a different tack. What film are you most looking forward to in 2015, and why?
I have just had a baby, so I have not even gotten to peruse Apple trailers in a long time. So I would say Man Up and No Escape. Those two movies are the ones that I'm in, and therefore the only ones that I am aware of.
Nice plug.
Thanks.